This is the Power Talk, World Islamic Economic Forum, Roundtable in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah in the year 2020. I'm with the Honorable Pengiran, Dr. Haji Mohd Yakub bin Pengiran Haji Othman, Advisor, Brunei-China One Belt, One Road Association, Brunei Darussalam. Brunei-China One Belt, One Road Association, will have the ability to see opportunities for Brunei and China to collaborate, of course. But how do you see Sabah and to a further extent, Kalimantan and Indonesia, emulating the same strategies involved? If so, what kind of focus areas in the industry should they be looking at?
Thank you very much. I think much of the discussion this afternoon focused on the development of BMP-AGA. It was stated BMP-AGA has been in existence for 26 years. Yeah. And people are still talking about the benefits of BMP-AGA. And I think it was agreed that after 26 years, everyone should stop talking on what needs to be done. I think action is required, and some have indicated that we need to look at the weaknesses. After all, there's been a political will. There's been a political will to develop BMP-AGA, and with the shift of capital of Indonesia, Jakarta, to East Kalimantan, it will enhance the status of BMP-AGA, and it will benefit in general Borneo, where China can help in this matter is the vast investment that is required, because many people were talking this morning and also this afternoon the need for foreign investment and the development of BMP-AGA. All this while, I think, has been slacking due to the failure to get foreign investment. Okay. And I think this is where China can play a role. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, I think the members of BMP-AGA should work together rather than competing among themselves. Correct. And I think personally, it was indicated that, as an example, Sipitang and some states in Sabah are trying to do projects which Brunei is already doing. Yep. Rather than competing, among themselves, why can't we work together? Okay. As a big location of investment for the outside world. Okay.
As a neighbor to Sabah, I'm sure you don't only have business dealings, but you also have friendship across the border. What is your take on Sabah's readiness to collaborate, especially economically, with regional players for this matter? Because sometimes you think as a state, but sometimes you have to think of yourself as one Borneo, and sometimes you have to think of yourself as one ASEAN.
Let me deal this question on a personal matter. One is, I see in the past years there's been a lot of investment coming in, and I myself with a group of people are doing a bit of investment in Kota Kinabalu, and I think Kota Kinabalu has turned out to be a safe place to invest. Okay. And we were told that there are many arrivals of Chinese to Sabah, and I think Sabah is doing the right thing to develop its economy, because I was for a long time trying to develop industries in Brunei. What we were trying to do, I think, is what Sabah is doing it at the moment, and I think they're doing it successfully.
Okay, we've talked about Sabah, but what about Brunei? Sometimes, Malaysians maybe don't feature a thought for Brunei enough in whatever they plan to do. So I'm giving you that chance. In your opinion, how will Brunei take advantage of the changing surrounding landscape, like the decision by Pak Jokowi to really force through the movement of the capital city to Kalimantan?
In my presentation, I was just saying, the way to take advantage of the shift of Jakarta to East Kalimantan is to work together, within WIEF. I believe that there won't be much trickle-down effect of this shift of capital to Brunei because the capital is just far away.
Yeah.
And, in the presentation, we were made to understand what Sabah, Sarawak are doing as far as infrastructure is concerned. It's on the north of Borneo, whereas the new capital is, far away in the east of Borneo. But, 26 years, we see developments, Take, for example, of movement of people,
Okay.
which is one of the main intention of BMPiaga. As far as Brunei is concerned, we see buses bringing in workers from Pontianak to Brunei every day. But, that is movement of people. But as far as movement of goods are concerned, I was made to understand this is what I experienced before. There is no free movement of, when we wanted to improve trade between, say, Kalimantan, Sarawak, and Brunei, because that is using one stretch of the highway, and we call it a non-tariff barrier, where states make it a requirement that goods that start from Kalimantan would be transferred to another lorry once it reaches Sarawak. So that means the trucks, the lorries from Kalimantan cannot go straight to Brunei, even though they are sending the same goods, the same thing.
Okay, thank you so much. That has been a rapid fire, almost power talk for the World Islamic Economic Forum Roundtable in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah 2020.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.